The way you code an AI is the way it's going to learn and develop and grow. This is exactly what we're doing. We're coding our own brain. We're doing exactly the same thing of our own brain. We're coding it. We're not letting our brain just do whatever it wants, because if it does, it's going to revert to fear. It's going to revert to failure. It's going to revert to fear of failure. It's going to revert to envy and jealousy and anger and all these negative emotions that do not help us, do not help our brain, do not help your journey as a deep learner. So the first thing we do is reflect. When you reflect, all I want you to do is to just identify the positive events of the day. Anything that happened to you today, I want you to identify one positive event. And trust me, there's many positive events in your life. It's just that, unfortunately, our brain focuses on the negative. So, at the end of the day, focus on one positive event. This is what I do, on one positive thing that happened to me today. It could be anything. It could be a conversation you had with someone. It could be a phone call. It could be something that you did. It could be some action that you've never done before. Anything that you feel was a positive towards you, a positive event, start thinking about it. And also when you're reflecting, start thinking about how you felt during that moment. And it could even be something that you learned today, and then you learned something else made sense to you. That's up to you. But when you're reflecting, I want you to think of the positive event, one positive event that happened to you today and how you felt. Then, after this, we move into a deep learning practice. Okay, so we move into a deep learning practice. And this one we spend 5 minutes. And this one here is very similar to this one. So then we do the deep learning practice, and this one here is very similar to this one. And in this one, we spend 5 minutes doing this. Again, we're putting the timer on. We're not going to spend more than 10 minutes. This is before we go to bed. Now, this one here, very similar to that one. The only difference is I want you to find something new. I want you to look and learn one new thing of a topic that is of interest to you. It's going to be different. It's going to be very different to the one you had in the morning. But it's got to be something that you care about, something that you have, that has meaning to you. Because when you're learning something that you don't care about, when you're learning a definition that you don't have any connection with, or